somewhere, Dr. Syntax?
Do not oppose me again, Doctor. Stand aside.
Well, unfortunately, I have a feeling you're going to do something rather unpleasant with that lime cordial you're carrying. Tell you what, hand it over to me, and you can be on your way.
Do not mock me, Doctor. The power I hold will control all of London.
Yes, it's a neat little trick. Creates a chemical imbalance in the brain, I should think. What's your plan? Add it to the water supplies of London and wait for a willing army of subjects? Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Syntax, but I cannot allow you to control and use innocent lives. Now, put the container down.
How pathetic. You stand here alone and expect me to yield to your whimsical authority. It is well that you will die.
Not as easy a task as you may think, Dr. Syntax. Especially when I am not alone, and when you forget the effect of sympathetic vibrations on humans controlled by chemicals in your high-toxal series. Now!
No, you fool!
He couldn't have stepped into a better position. Right in the triangle. Is he dead?
Very, I'm afraid. John, stay back from the fluid.
Oh. Could he really have seized control of the Empire with that compound, Doctor?
The chemical in the high-toxal series? Very easily. He was a chemist well in advance of his time. It's a pity he couldn't have found a better employment for his talents.
And the others?
They'll be fine.
Doctor, one's coming round.
John shall be fine.
It's Girl Westlake, the one that tried to kill us.
John shall be fine.
Are you okay?
I don't...
Look, after a good night's sleep, she'll be back on her feet. Come on, we have to get moving.
What happens to me?
Miss Westlake, you should get yourself home, get a lot of sleep, and you'll be right as rain.
Thank you.
Right, you, come on.
Syntax, a disappointment. Hello, Gale.
Who are you?
Your friend and protector.
Are you like the Doctor?
No, I'm not as uncaring as he is. I'm your friend. I care what happens to you.
I've been left alone here. What should I do?
Your old life is finished, but don't worry. I can show you a new life.
But what about them?
There's a life of riches, power, of luxury ahead of you.
Where is this new life?
The future.
After released from a mind control experience in the way that they had, it takes a couple of hours for the brain to replenish the lost chemicals. In her present state, poor Gale has just had all her morale and self-esteem completely crushed.
I see.
Now, if you were going to be nice to her, she'd latch onto you emotionally. It can be very damaging for her recovery.
So, let's leave him to come to it naturally then, Doctor.
Oh, yes, certainly. A lot of care and attention, the last thing they need.
Well, it looks like we're done here.
You're very eager to leave.
You didn't have to rushing about, what?
What? Oh, yes.
I want to see how the Brigadier's getting on.
What? Do we have to go back to unit?
It has been ages.
Oh, all right, John. Well, goodbye, friends. It's nice to know that England is under the watchful eye of two such dedicated detectives.
Are you sure you can't stay longer, Doctor? You're most welcome, sir.
You know, impulsively younger. Goodbye. And goodbye. Come on, John.
I say, how do you perceive the doctor does that?
After what I have witnessed of Mary today, any way he likes. Come on, we've got a dozen unconscious people to explain, let alone several murders to close the case on.
Right there, sir.
Doctor, are you sure this is 2007?
Of course it is. No, this is definitely a London suburb of 2007.
Looks more like a war zone. Are you sure we haven't overshot? And this is the Dalek War.
Maybe. No, the instruments are sure.
Well, this isn't right.
Traces of transuranic fallout. Heavy elements associated with nuclear. A nuclear detonation.
That would explain the leveled buildings.
No, I think we are quite a distance from ground zero. Some time ago, too. About 2 years to be precise. This building was destroyed by more conventional weaponry.
I didn't think London was involved in any wars at this time.
It wasn't. Something's changed, I can feel it. Wait here.
Doctor, hurry up.
Got it! Got what? My little time distortion reader.
Doctor, I heard something back there.
I'm getting a signal. Bearing, aha.
Doctor, I did hear something.
Not now, John. Follow me.
Are you sure I should be wearing something so...
You look fine. A lot of things have changed in 80 years.
Gosh, yes.
Now, can you remember everything I told you?
Well, yes, but it seems so unbelievable. I mean, could we really go... I'll be fine.
Good. I'll be back in a few years to check your progress.
How do you measure time distortions?
What? Oh, on the Bocker scale. Thickness of reality here, if you like. Okay. Now, you can think of a timeline as a sheet of ice running across a pond. Now, you and I can walk safely across that ice without breaking it, providing we're careful. But someone with a knowledge of time, if they were to throw a pickaxe into that ice,
You get wet?
you allow the turbulent mass of alternative realities to rise to the surface. Eventually they'll freeze into the established timeline.
What's the reading then?
Not good. There's been a slip but not a complete one. This entire timeline is unstable. We have to find out what's going on. One that should be a sprawling metropolis, not peace. For all we know, you may not exist in this new timeline, nor most diverse future.
What can we do?
Cause and effect, John. Cause and effect. If we can study the effect, maybe we can realise the cause.
Go. Will it go? Ah.
Doctor, where are we heading? We need HQ.
Is it still here?
I don't know, but it would be a good place to start our investigation.
Doctor, back there. I heard gunfire.
It's a completely dead London, Ben. Come on. The building should be just down the end of this street.
Well, this is Unit HQ, all right. Minus roof, of course.
Someone's cleared up the debris, which is a good sign. Now, it should be somewhere round here.
What?
There's a Cold War bunker built below the building. The sort of bolt hole we may still find someone we know.
I wouldn't bank on it. Hardly seen a cell round here.
Survivors would have moved away from the pollutants of the city to look for greener pastures in the countryside, I expect. Aha!
What?
Cellar steps. There'll be an access point down here.
Come on, John.
Okay.
There we are. Underground power source. Quite warm. The living quarters are this way.
So someone has been here.
Not very many.
How'd you know?
Well, where there's humans, there's dust. And usually a smell.
Smells well clinical.
Yes, there's practically no dust around here.
Spring cleaners?
Unlikely. Come on. There we are. A storeroom.
Hey, look at this. Stay right where you are or blow your heads off.
How do you...
Hands on your head and turn the face the wall. How the hell did you get through that door? There's an encryption lock on it. Listen, if you're from one of the gangs.
Do I know you from somewhere?
What?
Oh, I don't know now. Let me see. Corporal Celery.
Captain Selby. Now, hold on. How do you know mine? Turn around. There's only one person who could get through a door that fake dressed like that.
The doctor?
It is you.
You two know each other then?
Oh, I know him all right. Our scientific advisor. turned up in Earth's greatest time of need.
Nice to see my reputation upheld.
Reputation? Have you seen it up there?
Well, we've just walked halfway across the remains of London.
Remains? It's dead, damn you! Where were you?
Well, wait a minute. We were just on our way to visit our friends at UNIT.
John, he doesn't understand.
Understand? I understand well enough.
Listen to me, Selby. There's been a time distortion of the gravest manner. I need to know what happened.
What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Everyone and everything I knew burned. Millions dead. You lost it all. And you have the guts to stroll in here as if you're on a family outing. What are we to you? An experiment to be monitored? Something to be ignored when it's not convenient? Well, damn you! Hi!
That attitude wasn't getting us anywhere. He'll be a lot more cooperative when he wakes up. John, go and get us some food. After which we have a long talk to have with our friend here.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, Miss Westlake, we regret to announce one absentee. Walden has informed us that he has been delayed. His plane has been delayed in Zimbabwe. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Westlake?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your reports for the 18th of June 2004, please. Yes, Roberts, I see you have a question.
Gail, why are you so damn keen on this retraction scheme? I talked to Jeff in New York this morning
I'm
and he
not
was
paying
telling me...
Jeff to carry out instructions, am I?
No, maybe not, Gail. But you should see the market prices on these things. If we sell now, we'll only gain half our possible return.
We don't have any more time. We need to cancel all operations tonight. Do you understand? Ashley, go on.
Shut down a sector for A-OK, Miss Westlake. Are you going for the full breakdown tonight?
No, trust your judgment. Now, next foreclosure we have...
Lord, this is stupid. Are you going to sit there while we lose all our assets that we've gained in the past 20 years?
You have a point, Ruthless.
Yes, I have a family to feed. If we lose these assets, we've got no financial table to rest on. You silly cow.
So, Captain, when did this whole apocalypse occur?
Well, I suppose the slide started back with the whole death of trade stuff.
Death of trade.
Right, some big stock market collapse causing widespread problems in industry. Others out on the streets keeping the peace too.
I can imagine. Go on.
Well, that was the trouble, see? Nobody was being paid anything, so anarchy kicked in.
Well, I can quite assure you none of that's happened in the original timeline. Tell me more about the aftermath.
Well, I was moved around the country keeping government installations informed. Then our hierarchy got cut off, so I came back here. The place had been vandalised so rotten I could tell you.
Yes, we saw.
Scared, leadless people. You should have seen the desperation on their faces. It's so frightening. We never found this place though.
Didn't anyone try to stop further degeneration?
Ha! So-called government at the time started dividing up the military to do this and that for them. Complete mess after a while, but knows that missile business in the US. That wrecked it for good.
Nuclear missile.
Some crime group over there got hold of one somehow, made a load of stupid demands. There was a bungled attempt at recapture, had them launch the thing. As I recall, half the US went up in flames.
One was aimed at London.
That's right. Everyone in Adam was slinging them at each other. We had no news contacts, the media had been shut down. I still don't know why they did it. In fact, it struck in the middle of the night. I was at the grounds.
throwing up after some looters have got in. It's good. It's so bright. I could have sworn it was daytime. I could see the veins through my fingers. The roar. It was like an earthquake. The muffled sound of 1,000 disintegrating buildings. Thousands, perhaps millions of dying people. Dropped what I was doing and locked myself down here for months. Hell, it's been lonely. I've not seen any other members of unit since it happened. In fact, when you came in I thought the looters had finally found their way in.
Pretty deserted out there.
Money used wrongly can bring so much evil. The end of the world. Madness. It would appear that the root cause was the stock market crash. Selby, when exactly did it occur?
Everyone alive then remembers that day, June the 19th, 2004.
Well, then that's where John and I must go. June the 18th, 2004.
And me?
Captain, if I change history back, you'll simply cease to exist.
Ha! You think I care anymore? This life is a living hell, Doctor. I've had to watch everything I hold dear perish. I'm coming with you.
You can't refuse, Doctor.
Yes, I know very well. Come on, let's see if we can solve this mess. Leave that.
Where to?
Well, what we need is a lead.
If only I paid more attention to the news back then.
Newspapers. Good thinking.
Now, which of us has got any money? Well, not me.
Oh,
This is Johnson. The man you were waiting for has appeared.
See. Excellent work, Johnson. 3 other men.
Yes, Mr. Westlake.
Anything?
What's this one?
That? No, a financial one.
I can't believe this place will become what we left behind.
Don't worry, Captain. We won't let it.
What else can we try?
But we could go more in debt. I could visit the stock exchange, but by this time period, most of it's done by the internet.
Stocks and shares aren't moving, I think. Think of the company that caused the crash, Doctor.
Oh, naturally. A pretty large one, too. Takes a fair old push to get the dominoes moving.
Well, we have plenty of time.
Maybe not. You know, it's very interesting. I seem to have a twinge of deja vu.
Deja vu?
Yes, there appears to be a man behind me with a gun in my back.
Wasn't true. You.
This isn't a dance.
Everyone's bleeding except you, mister. Now shut up and move or you'll never move again.
Yes, I saw you edging towards me. How did... I got... Eh? Just fine.
Okay. Hello, excuse me, hello. Ah! Come on, my foot. Hello, excuse me.
They can't say that.
Oh, here. What is that?
Very interesting. Your phased in time. But which is it? Am I less real to you, or you less real to them? Either way, the critical moment must be approaching. Come on.
Sorry. Doctor! That paper that John dropped.
What?
She's on it. She's responsible for half of the crime groups of my future, and she's probably the only real power of existence in my time.
Doctor, look who it is. Gail Westlake. But she should be about 120 years old by now.
But what is she doing here?
Very good question. I think we have found our cracking time. How did she get here? Come on! Biodegradable, John.
Johnson? Johnson, are you there? Johnson? Are you there, Johnson? Have you been drinking again?
Gail? Gail!
Steve.
Oh, I'm sorry, I must have startled you.
No, it's all right, Steve. Things are just getting on top of me at the moment, that's all.
Right. Well, if you need any help, that's what I'm here for. The acid retraction program. It's finished.
What's wrong, Steve? I recognise that troubled look.
I'm not sure I can go through with it.
The program?
Yes, damn the program. I mean, you know what you're doing here.
I have my instructions. Now is the time.
But these instructions, I mean, where are they?
Look, I told you before, I can't tell you where I got them from. Not yet. Everything's all right. We've worked on this for 20 years. Look what we've achieved in that time.
And look what we're going to lose. We're going to lose everything. I repeat, everything.
We'll all be all right. Just trust me, okay?
I have done so far, haven't I? But,
What?
well, I can't go through with it still. I've netted it off to your office. You can finish the program from there.
Thanks.
We are doing the right thing now, okay? I mean, buying these weapons and all. It's right, isn't it?
Well, it must be one of them. Does the newspaper give an address?
The article isn't very forthcoming on the exact location of Miss Westlake called for the Empire.
Oh, it could take hours to go through all these. What about your time distortion reader?
Yes, that's what you mean.
Getting something? Seem to be induced.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to Westlake Enterprises General Reception. If you'd like to take a seat, I'm sure an appointment...
Excuse me.
Hey, wait a minute. I haven't taken your name. If you'd like appointments, come back here.
Hey! I'm sorry. You can't come in here. This is Gail Westlake's private office. You're gonna have to leave. I'll just call up some security. Security!
It's all right, Steve. I know them.
You sure about this?
You can go. This could take some time.
Right, I'll call security. Security, you don't need to leave. Get out of my way.
Could take time indeed. About 120 years so far.
Charming stuff.
I knew you'd come back.
Well, Miss Westlake, you seem to have done rather well for yourself.
She's had plenty of time.
She's the one. The one who's going to terrorise the population of a dying world.
What do you want, Doctor?
I know what I want from you, call out.
Not now, Selby.
You're not right in the head.
There are more than just 3 people in the room, Miss Westlake, but that's not important right now. What is important is that you're here playing business guru when you should be rotting in some backstreet London cemetery. And to say you popped out for a breath of fresh air is not acceptable.
Why should I tell you anything?
Because too many people have died for you not to.
What?
Miss Westlake, do you know what is about to happen to this planet?
A world depression, and?
And then what?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been told yet.
Told yet? By who?
Doctor, I've heard all about you. Meandering through time, meddling with other people's lives. You ruined my life once, and you're sure as hell not going to do it again. Mind your own business.
Time is my business, Miss Westlake. And your time should be over. Now somebody has brought you forward in time, and I expect they did it for more reason than to put you in this nice, cosy office.
Doctor, I'm one of the richest women on the planet.
Doctor, you should see this. She's pulling out every asset. You should see the money involved.
Get away from there!
Billions of pounds. She must have the screw loose.
What are you looking at?
One of your victims!
Right, that's it. Get out, both of you.
I'm not going anywhere, Miss Westlake. Until I have answers.
Doctor?
And why bother me with them, Doctor?
Doctor?
What?
Doctor, what a surprise.
You know him? In a previous incarnation, he took you prisoner. Tried to trade you for the universe.
What?
It's him!
Isn't it? No, sorry, I can't place the face. My dear, are you ready to complete your final master stroke?
Oh yes, I just have these 2 morons in the way.
Well, we can't have that. Not now, Mr. Selby. The big boys are talking.
What? You saw me?
I swear I'll flaming well kill someone in a minute. If somebody doesn't tell me who this person is, I can't see.
That's appropriate.
Where is he?
Don't concern yourself with time, Eddies, my dear. You have the future to think about.
A future, yes, but of what quality?
Don't you ever get tired of the sound of your own voice?
Do you know what he's about to do to this planet?
Don't listen to him. He loves to prattle on for hours, just because he can't bear the thought of somebody else having a lucky break.
Yes, yes, you left me, Doctor. Abandoned me without mercy. Then he came. He saved my life. He brought me to this place, and he's given me a gift I cannot ever repay.
Well, power? A name to go down in history, perhaps?
Yes.
Beware of Time Lords bearing gifts, Miss Westlake. Especially those Time Lords whose interest in humanity is equal to someone who stirs up the ant colonies to see what happens.
Oh, I don't need these lies now.
Shall I get rid of them for you?
Please.
Just hear me out first, please.
Give me one reason why.
He hasn't any reasons.
Because it depends if you want the blood of 1 billion people on your hands or not.
Now that's
What?
enough. Come on.
No, wait. This interests me.
Now don't be silly, dear.
Don't patronize me. Go on, Doctor.
No, I can't allow it.
You can't allow it. I'll do what I damn well like.
Bred to your own monster, have you?
See how he's come between us.
There's something on here. You 2 know each other. You want to help me, and you want to save me?
Like that, is
You put that gun down right now.
Did you see the draw on that gun then? She's fast.
Shut it, kid.
Yes, I know.
Things get serious. John, it's no stress.
feet, Doctor.
Very well. John, what are you about to do on that computer?
Cancel all my stocks and carry out all the purchases of all the items on this list.
What list?
The list he gave me in 1976. He gave me money and directions on what to invest in.
Boom products, plastics, oil, electronics, computers.
And when and where to invest, yes.
That was no big sacrifice on his part, I can assure you.
It made me super rich. Luxuries and pleasures that my life in 19th century London could never offer.
All out of the goodness of his heart, I suppose.
But that's what he said.
Oh, my dear, you have been used in a way I can hardly describe. He's about to use you to destroy this planet's future.
Explain.
Say you're another investor right now.
Uh-huh.
Now suddenly, the richest woman in the world pulls the plug on every asset she possesses. What would you do?
Well, I would want to know why.
Oh, yes, but wandering gets you nowhere in business. What would you do?
I'd assume she knew something I didn't, and I'd
Yes.
follow her actions and sell up as well.
Of course. What sane business person would not? Now just imagine every big business syndicate and empire on the market doing exactly what you're about to do. What would happen?
Chain reaction. The market would crash. No buyers, everybody sells. The whole thing would collapse like a house of cards.
So don't you see? You're about to create the future you're preparing to avoid.
You do that. Why?
Listen to me, Gail. It cannot be avoided.
She's heard quite enough from you. Allow me to show you what you are responsible for.
What? Who's he?
Captain Selby, a soldier from an alternative future. A future created by you, but is so unstable that it cannot be seen here due to severe phasing. What is important is that it represents a future ravaged by a nuclear holocaust. Cities utterly destroyed, billions dead. A future created by a stock market crash that does not happen in the real timeline. You are not in the original timeline.
No.
If I hadn't have found out, he would have got away with this and caused untold damage to the timelines.
No.
What he likes to do, you see. It's all a game. To him, billions die, and he just considers his next move as if he's playing Ludo. Is this worth your life future me?
No, this can't happen.
No, it can't. Do you understand me now?
Perfectly. As for him, he deserves death now.
Maybe there must be justice.
This is justice.
No. Doctor, talk to her. Tell her that I am a perfectly reasonable man.
Half of things you had done, she would have already pulled the trigger.
You would kill those people and not even flinch? I can't accept that.
Typical.
He's still alive.
Yes, a personal force field. Your gun is incapable of harming him.
But I pulled the trigger. He must have known it couldn't harm him.
Of course. I told you it's all a game to him, playing with your emotions. Now you have to live with the consequences of pulling the trigger.
Oh, spare me that cult psychology.
Oh, do shut up.
Look.
Doctor, my arm!
I'm sorry, Selby, but your future is being erased, and you live it.
Thank you, Doctor. Saving the lives of millions.
He's gone. Time is being repaired. He knew the consequences.
Could have killed someone in cold blood. I didn't think I was capable.
Could I
No.
just...
about having a very long holiday. Hmm?
A holiday? Okay. Gail?
You see this? What's that? This is his TARDIS's directional control network.
If you're going to do what I think you're going to do, then I have...
What? John, that gun you took off him.
Oh, no. No, no!
Oh, but yes.
You never treat any of my property with respect, do you?
Well, you're going to have serious difficulty steering that thing of yours now. That should put pay to any of your meddling.
Only for a moment. You underestimate me.
Well, that's him sorted out.
For now, trouble like that is hard to keep buried. So where's Gail? She took my advice and disappeared. She can't live back in Victorian London, and she can't stay at the head of this business without the timelines becoming tangled again. So she's leaving to live reclusively somewhere. With the amount of money she has, it could be done very easily.
What about her business empire?
She gave it to her secretary, Steve.
All right for some, I suppose. Still, feels a shame that her life has been destroyed twice.
She'll live with it. This time, I'm sure.
So, are we going to stay in London, or are we going off elsewhere?
You know, I once began to regard this as home.
That must have been upsetting.
I'll let you know that some of this planet's greatest decisions were made here. Anyway, I've had enough of dirty, noisy cities.
Rather than the alternative London we visited.
Now that I can agree with. Come on, let's go somewhere truly peaceful and tranquil.
Not the Eye of Orion again.
No! Speaking more of Cumberland.
Can't we ever get off Earth?
Nothing wrong with Earth.
Or even get out of England?
Well, we could visit North Wales then.
Or we could go to the Panthrax Spots races.
Go to Ascot if you want.
Or even the Great Gorean Jungle in Galaxy 5.
Exmoor's a wonderful country too.
What about the Sea Lords Carnival on Terra Scotia?
Wow, since I visited Newcastle.
Doctor, I don't know how to say this. You're an Irishman, but deep down...
Yes?
Well,